feeling like I'm fading. My heart's been slowly breaking. Might pop a pill and smoke and maybe drink. Talk to God and tell him what I think. At first he's gonna hate me, but eventually he'll say I'm just a long-haired son of a sinner, searching for new ways I can get gone. I'm a pedal to the highway. If you ever wonder why we write these songs, 'cause I'm only one drink away from the devil. I'm only one call away from home. Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle. I guess I'm just a little right and wrong.
Alright, so the rhesus monkey, right? That's what we left off at. Highly vivacious, right? It like to skydive and thrill seek. Like people even thought the rhesus monkey could talk. Right, this is your Rh negative blood type. Keep that in mind. This is your Rh negative blood type. It's the only monkey that got it. Look at him. Notice how he got the blonde hair, the blonde coat. Look at the pigment of the face of the monkey. It's palm colored. Look at him. Right? That's a fact. This is your Rh negative. This is where it comes from. And only certain people got Rh negative blood type. Right? RHD antigen. You see the RH, the monkey right there next to it. Right? So I'm showing you this is your Rh negative. Don't let them, tell you nothing different. This is where it come from. Let's establish that. Rh negative. The troglodyte is an ape. Right? King Kong. Right? The giant ape. The Bigfoot. The Yeti. The Abomination. Right? Half man, half monkey almost, right? Blood from the rhesus monkey, basic test to determine the presence of Rh antigens in human blood. You see what I'm saying? They telling you flat out. Who is the troglodyte? Who is the timer who? Okay. All right, let's keep digging. Let's go back. Right? So when you type in troglodyte, you see why this array of creatures come up. Notice the bird. Look, they got that one with the chopper. They stand on it. They owning it. They ain't even ducking it if you know what to look for. You see they put the bird, that's going to turn to the egg later. But notice the reptilian aspect of it too. Some people, salamanders and, certain things that live in caves. One of them is the salamander. It's one of those troglodytes. But these the actual caves. These the caves over there in France. To show you that they really living in the caves to this day. Right? So you see all the images associated with troglodyte. I didn't put none of these images on here. This is all what the world has collected to know as the image of the troglodyte. Right? The caveman, the Neanderthal, the Cro-Magnon, the Caucasoid. Right? Who is the troglodyte? What is the troglodyte? So this is a troglodyte, animal species or population strictly bound to underground habitats and caves. right? Only in the cave. The common one is the chimpanzee. What animal can be called a troglodyte? Now the chimp don't even live in a cave. The chimps live outside. But they call the chimp a pan-troglodyte. Right? Troglofauna. Troglodytes, animals that live in caves. Look at the animal, how it's like a, right? Like a bug lizard almost. Cave biology. They even calling it cave biology. Troglodytes. Right? Look what they got. They got birds. They got bugs. They go to Conan. They got the chimp. They got the bird. You're going to understand the bird later. But here we go. Look at the, some say the great apes are all created. The only natural apes is the monkeys. Some say that the troglodyte Homunculus is the orangutan, the chimp, the gorilla, and I think there's one more of the great apes. But that's a theory out there. All right, let's get into the RH negative. If your blood cells do not have this pathogen, right? So let's see where it come from. Where they saying ancient aliens. They talking aliens off the break, right? If I stand corrected, Google ain't correcting me, right? Google saying RH come from aliens. Somebody, the tech interactive as RH blood come from reptiles. Let's get into it. RH and the races of man. They saying it's different races of man. So let them tell it. Correct me if I'm wrong. They saying the bloodline is of the gods. They saying RH is the bloodline of the gods. Not the monkey. Not the monkey. Not this one particular monkey. Out of all the species of monkeys. It's like 100 species of monkeys. Maybe more. Right? It's a bunch of different species of monkeys. But this one monkey, now they saying it come from aliens. Are we aliens? Are we the Anunnaki? They trying to paint themselves as the Anunnaki off the RH negative. Right? This is what Google is telling you. So even if you give them their argument, it's still unhuman. If you want to say it's extraterrestrial, it's inhuman. It's inhumane. It's not human. It's alien. So however you want to kick it, even though I believe it come from the rhesus monkey, like they named it after. But to keep you away from the truth, right? This RH negative come from reptiles. Scientists claim RH negative blood type may not be from Earth. Now they saying it's not the rhesus monkey, it's not from Earth, this your scientists. You keep listening to them German psychologists and psychiatrists and scientists. If that's the case, let's listen to the alchemist that told you you can create a man through the homunculus process. Right? Look what color the people. Look at the image they showing. Right? They saying it don't come from Earth, but look at the picture attached to it. That it don't come from Earth. Right? You see the faces attached to it. RH negative alien, and once again. So they done pulled you away from the rhesus monkey and then pulled you into outer space. They ain't mentioned nothing of the rhesus monkey, and that's why I showed that, because if you'd have just typed in RH negative, you might have got all kind of alien shit. Cool, okay, I hear you, but why you ain't also throw in the monkey? So there's a term called the tomahawk, right? You see the Egyptians over top of the tomahawk Some say the Egyptians created the Tamahu. Now y'all can read this. This is a heck of a website. Y'all can read that. Pause it or go to the website for yourself. I don't want to take up all your time, but the origin of the story of the Tamahu, the white race. Right? Check this website out. This is another good one. Bobby Hemmett tried to told you. The created ones, the Tamahu. Right? University of Copenhagen confirmed all blue-eyed humans have a single common ancestor, the Neanderthal. Right? You got Yakub, the big-head scientist. Shout out to Crumb, man. Crumb was talking about this. A lot of brothers out there talking about this. Right? They got a little chart. I love a good chart. They got the European coming off of the Indian. Native American ain't even on their line. Right? Now, there's a lot of information to take in here. They got the migration of the Troglodyte, the Tamahu, the Egyptian created race. Y'all check this website out, man. Turned pale only recently. You see what it say. You see where the dark blue at, where the light blue at. Okay, so we understand that the idea of a created race is real. Now look at this dude. This the dude that the story of the origins of the Tamahu come from this dude. He giving you the hidden hand Freemasonic symbol in every picture. Look, right in your face. The Freemason hand, one hand, hidden hand symbolism right in your face. And he the one that read the hieroglyphics to give you the story of the origins of the Tamahu. And he is a Tamahu. You see all these old paintings associated with it. It's going to bring you into the Homunculus. I'm trying to tell you. The Homunculus. That's what they should have called it. The Homunculus. That's what the hue. They cut it off at hue. All right. So let's show and tell. Right. Let's show and tell. The troglodyte. Back to the definition. Right. Prehistoric person, caveman. I'm gonna show you that the caveman is one and the same. They even put caveman in parentheses right next to it. They telling you it's the caveman. It's the Neanderthal. Look at them. Every picture, they know they telling you. It's like they hiding it, but they telling you. If you ask the right question, you get the right answer. Y'all remember the movie The Hills Have Eyes? The people was in the caves in the mountains, Caucasoid Mountains, right? The mountain people, the hills, and they was suffering from radiation, but they've been there for years. Some could say it could be the radiation from the Anunnaki war with the Inky and Enlil story. The radiation fallout could have stayed up in them caves and tunnels, and they was up in there, and right? Remember Bone Tomahawk? Right, a group of cave dwellers, savage group of cave dwellers. Right, it's funny, Matthew Fox, humans have dog DNA, Remus and Romulus. But Bone Tomahawk, right, this was a Western movie about some cavemen, some troglodytes. And they had one of the most gruesome horror scenes in cinematic history, right? They go to Troglodyte from Tomahawk, Bone Tomahawk, right? Look at the powder. Look at the way he covered himself. What complexion is emulating off of what powder substance he covered himself in? Look, there they go. The man eater, the human being eater. Right? Same word that rhymes with Hannibal. Hannibal, right? All right. Troglodytes products of the bestial culture, right? Butchering outsiders for consumption, for food. Bone Homunculus based on the real tribe. They were isolated from other tribes in the area, which rendered them small and weak in an inbred group. Wow. Was it based on a true story? Wow. multiple women, right? I ain't gonna read that. Gruesome, most disturbing scenes in recent horror memory. Go see what the troglodyte do. Go see what the Neanderthal do. Bone tomahawks, troglodytes, right there. Somebody told you right there. And look at all the blocked out scenes from the savagery. This is your real savage. This is the original savage. Look at Bone Tomahawk with the Mason hat on. You see the troglodyte dragging him through the woods. Let's get to that. Shout out to Zip with the drip. Okay, remember that movie Barbarian, where the lady had the cave in her basement. Her basement door led down to these long set of steps that went down into a cave, and it was a troglodyte down there. Now notice the word barbarian, B-A-R-B-A-R. You're gonna see this later. The barber, B-A-R-B-A-R-I-A-N. It's a bar-in, right? The barbarian, Berber, barbar, the Basque. Notice the red flag, right? Let's just go over what we're looking at. The lady had a set of steps that led down to a cave, and there was a troglodyte down there called the barbar, RH negative troglodyte in the cave. This is what it looked like when she got down there. This was the troglodyte. This was the the man eater, right? Remember they had the troglodyte in Conan with the horn on his head, the one horn. Remember I did the video where people have horns. Most people that grow horns have no melanin. Most people that grow tails have no melanin, right? Barbarian Morlock. Look, they said it was Morlock, like Moloch, like the transmorphic owl deity. Right? What they call that, John? Bohemian Grove. Conan fought the troglodytes. We ain't know what we was looking at. The barbarian, Conan the barbar. Why you think he ran into a troglodyte as a barbarian? Right? Don't forget, in the Sleepy Rockin' Man there, whatever, Fontaine is an entire troglodyte village. Don't forget, let's make it real. They really in the caves and they really refer to it as troglodyte. Look at every picture on your screen gonna say troglodyte. It say the Flintstones. Wow, the caveman, the Flintstones movie show, the caveman. And here go the troglodyte caves, and I think Fred and them did live in a cave. We was a caveman. Notice the caveman wear the toga, the one breast exposed in the Freemasonic culture ceremony. You got your one breast out, right? The caveman wear the toga with his one breast out like a Freemason already, right? The barbarians, the troglodytes. Now, all of this could be tied into the homunculus, right? You could create a man, and they had a word for him. What is a human homunculus, right? It's an alchemy process. You need fertilizer. You need, cycle, discharge, if you know what I mean. Mother Nature. Time of the month, you understand? You need that. But you see the egg. Remember I told you the bird and the egg. You can inject and create immaculate conception, right? A single parent, somebody born of a single parent through the homunculus. And it's pictures like this that's gonna tag you into Jesus was a homunculus. See how they got the half man, half snake, fish in there. Look, they got the winged man in there. Right, this could take you all the way back to Samael and Lilith and Adam and Eve, the created man, the homunculus. Jesus in a flask, holy water, right? Primordial ooze and soup. Look at this one. They got the the devil right in the flask with the hermetic seal on the flask, right? A lot of these pictures, you probably don't know what you're looking at, but of course, this is the homunculus, right? The baby in a flask, the human in a jar. We did videos on this. Y'all check out Mind Unveiled and channels like Donut. They've been talking about the homunculus. Also, One-on-One podcast. They've been talking about the homunculus, right? Alchemy, the Sorcerer's Stone. Mind Unveiled broke it all the way down. But you ever seen these pictures of Jesus when he was a grown man? Right? They were saying that he was unattractive. I ain't gonna use the UG word that they were saying. You know what I mean? Smugly. I ain't gonna say that, but they used to paint Jesus as a full-grown man and indicate that came from being a homunculus. Right? They was painting Jesus as an old man in the Middle Ages. But why? Right? But why? Is Jesus a homunculus? Medieval concept of Jesus were deeply influenced by the homunculus right in your face. Don't take my word for it. Some theologians interpret this to mean he was fully formed from the beginning. Come on now, Benjamin Button, the homunculus. Why did they paint Jesus like that? He got a full set of hair. Homunculus, a little human. History's art of blank paintings of Jesus. Right? Why did they do this? Look how he a little tiny man. He's the homunculus. He giving you the mudras. Right? The concept of the homunculus. So I'm not crazy when I say was Jesus a homunculus. It's paintings out there, and as you see, Google is giving you the title right underneath it. I'm not putting my own interpretation of it. Look how he had abs and all that. But they say they artificially inseminated, Mary, and hermetic sealed her area. And yeah, then before when you take it out, you gotta put it in manure. But Jesus in a flask is a concept, right? It's the reason why you see Jesus on so many flasks. Talking about holy water, right? The spirit in a bottle, the genie in the lamp, right? Jesus in a flask, Jesus born as a homunculus. Right, do it make sense? That's why you see a lot of troglodytes walk around with the flask that represents Jesus in the flask. All right, so let's show some love to some of the people that was kicking this concept. Mind Unveiled, they put out a 9-hour documentary on the homunculus, Jesus, the Freemasons. Right? They connected all the dots. Alchemy, Philosopher's Stone. Like, y'all go check this out. Like and subscribe to their channel. They dropping heavy knowledge over there talking about, Jesus. But look at the picture underneath. How dude putting the egg, like he injected the egg and you got to seal it, the hermetic seal. Then look to the left. Something like that'll pop out, growing the homunculus. Right? It's other people that's been kicking this. And I'm just showing you it ain't like I'm making something up. The darkest iceberg theory. Somebody done posted the little homunculus. YouTube allow it. Don't give me a strike. It's all like Google is YouTube. So anything I Google, it's already on YouTube. It's Google owns YouTube. Right? Shout out Brett Carr. Go check him out. He was talking about this years ago too. This one of the elders, y'all. You see what his catalog look like. He talk heavy. You know what I mean? He talk that talk. He get into it. He got Bobby Hemmett. He was talking about you know, the time of who and how scientifically they did it. Right, I'm gonna see if I can find one. They got the Anunnaki alchemy.
I'm back, baby, yeah, I'm back, baby, I'm back.
I'm
back, baby, yeah, I'm back, baby, I'm back.
As you see,
I'm back, baby, yeah, I'm back.
Darwin already said they came from evolved. You know what I mean? The theory of evolution came from animals. Right? But he's saying that it was
right there. That might explain
Anunnaki
that.
alchemy, and I believe the Anunnaki definitely had melanin. So melanated people probably
the Hyrax is actually
the original first
bra.
descendants, or if not thereof, Anunnaki. But the black African roots of the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
Right? The monkeys are human, the black Africans are Anunnaki. Right? It's people out there. This was 6 years ago. You know, people been putting theories and putting the facts together to prove
as evidence show
what they saying. I mean, putting the the slides together to prove what they saying. You know, you got the chart of how it broke down.
The darkest skin black
Right, the monkeys are human. The black I noticed he had the Reese's monkey in the thumbnail. Right, so I ain't making this up. Right, you got the Lemur people, Lemuria, Lemur. Right, we got into Mu and Lemur. We did that with the cowbird.
Like I said in other videos, I'll
right, but look, they're using a lemur, saying that Bigfoot is a lemur-human hybrid.
Okay,
like people
again,
been getting into this troglodyte. Like I said, I first heard it from Crumb. As far as troglodyte, but as far as the created race,
by these,
you know, which is all the same. But as far as the inner workings, I seen people talking about it, you know, back then.
That's a fucking clue right there, because Neanderthal.
Now it all makes sense.
Caves, okay, and that's the reason why
right. The Yeti, the Abomination, the abominable snowman. Right? And this is what I was telling you about the dogs having human DNA. Right? He got the evidence to support what he's saying. Y'all go check it out. But that's where your Remus and Romulus story come from Rome. Sell the kids up the river. They got raised by wolves. The dog DNA.
The pygmy.
From gods to apes, reverse engineering the Caucasoid, right? You see what the title say. This was 7 years ago. People was putting 2 and 2, 3 and 3 together. Okay. Right? See what he's saying? How they was taking this is what I was saying about some of the great apes are you know, manufactured. They not natural. Right? So y'all go check out Crumb TV. Crumb TV was dropping a created white race. Right? Y'all go check out Crumb. He been talking about this with Dr. Yakub, the big head scientist. Right? Dr. Yakub. You see what the title of some of these videos say, how they was created. Right? So I'm just showing you that it's people, look, the Barbary pirates. Remember the barbarian was the troglodyte? Oh goodness, YouTube allow it. It's on YouTube, so you can't give me a strike. It was already on YouTube. Educational purposes only. Like and subscribe in the comments. I'm out.